Hey guys, it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today's video is a tutorial, hair tutorial on getting beachy waves with a curling wand. I have been recently doing that, maybe the last month or so, and I'm kind of a little obsessed with it. At first, it's my very first curling wand. I know, shocking. So let me show you how I get this look. So without further ado, let's jump in. If you're already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you so very much. If you are not yet subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any videos. All right, so as I said, I have never owned a curling wand. I tried one once and I was like, oh, this is horrible. It takes so long. But just like false eyelashes, it's a matter of just practice, practice, practice. And the more I did it, the faster I got. And now I can do it. Still takes me a little bit longer than with a traditional curling iron, but we get a whole different look, in my opinion, with a curling wand versus a curling iron. The curling wand that I use is got right off of Amazon. This is the bed head. I don't know the diameter, I'll put it right here. And the other thing that I do have is I have one of these rubber mats. This is the best thing ever. I just keep it on the edge, and so anything hot is not a problem. It just, if it falls over, it's on that mat. So I love that mat. The other tools that I'll be using, just as an FYI, are alligator clips. I use the Redken 15. This is a finishing spray. And then to protect my hair, I use the Paul Mitchell hot off the press. And then before I started, I washed my hair with the Aura. That is my new favorite shampoo, conditioner, and mask. So I used that. And then while my hair was wet, I put some Paul Mitchell Super Skinny. That's it. Pretty straightforward. And then I put my hair up in a bun and let it dry. And so I am going to show you what that looks like. It's kind of crazy. And show you how we got from this picture here to this here. And the great thing about this style too is I have a lot of hair. So I do have to be careful because I'm leaving it fairly, this is still a lot of hair. I understand not everybody has this much hair, but if you want more of it, make smaller ringlets, and then you can, if I kept squishing this, look, you see how much bigger it gets? I can have true Texas hair, and I love that. Do not get me wrong, I'm all about it. So I can make my hair bigger and bigger just by squishing and, you know, smooshing, and we can get even bigger. But let's start with no makeup and my hair looking like a lunatic. So let's jump in. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and take this clean but very untamely hair, and we're going to do beach curls. I've done my eyes. I'm going to keep these little under eye patches on, and then I'll finish my makeup after the video. So I go to bed with my hair wet. The only thing I put in is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny. I don't have it in here. And then I just let it dry, and it's going to look like this. Yes, it's a lot of hair. So the first thing that I do it in sections to get this nice little beachy curls with the wand. The wand that I'm using is by Bedhead, right off of Amazon. Now, the reason that I like to do the beachy curls after I wash my hair is because it has a natural wave to it. You can see that it's not perfectly straight, and that helps with the little beachy look. So I take about half my hair, and then I'm going to use an alligator clip. These are the best. And I'm just going to pin this section out of the way. And so then we have this to work with. So let's see, I'm gonna bring you down since we're looking a little bit lower here. Now, I do use Paul Mitchell's hot off the press. to protect my hair. So I'm going to give this mane a little bit of spritz. And then I'm not going to brush it. Now, if there was some knots in the back, because sometimes I do get a little knots in the back, I would give it a little brush. But this is super, it's really good. I'm using that Aura shampoo and conditioner and then that mask. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Sometimes what I've been doing is to really hydrate my ends, I'll use the mask on my dry hair. So I would just put a little bit in and brush it through. So I'm going to use fairly small, you do want to wear the protective glove, you don't have to, but I do because I like to get my ends. So I take a very small portion, I'm going to pull all of it to the side here, and I usually work on the easiest side, which is my left side. It's just easier, and I get close to my scalp and then just twist, and that's it. I usually count to 10 or 15 seconds depending on the size of the curl, and then I'm just barely touching, I'm just holding that little end there, and you could give it a little twist if you wanted to get it a little closer to your scalp. When I let go like this, give it a second, and then release the curl. Look how gorgeous that is, right, you guys? This is about the diameter that I like. So then I just take the next one, and again, I'm not brushing it. I've already sprayed it. You could spray each one individually if you wanted. And then I just go down the barrel. And then I kind of pull it up, and I, in my little head, count to 10. Or watch the little clock that's in front of me on the camera. And then when it gets close, I go ahead and just pull it out. And then let it fall. And see how pretty that is? Those are gorgeous. We have this. And that's what I do. I continue. Now, I have some at the top and some at the bottom here, right? So I usually just do the top part, separating them out into the smaller sections. I might brush through, like the back is a little bit, because I was laying on it, it's a little bit kind of knotty. So it's knotty here. And then again, wrap it around. I aim it down, wait about 10 seconds, pull it out, let it sit for a second, and then pull it down. And you just have these gorgeous curls. And then I'll do the one that was underneath that one. And that is pretty much it. Now this is a little bit thicker. I don't always do, oops. So this one I'll probably hold for 15 seconds. Pull it out. And then let it go. So you could see here's the difference between this and this. Now we're not really losing much length, like if you were to use a curling iron, it does go much shorter. So you could see how beautiful that is compared to that. This side is done, and I just let them sit and cool. I don't do anything with them other than I'm gonna give them a little spritz of the Redken 15. You guys know I don't like a lot of hairspray, but this is just a little bit, very light hold, and you can see the difference between this and these beautiful curls. So there's the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And then when you've hit your time, just pull it out, let it sit for a second, and then boom. I love that. I love those curls. So I'm gonna finish up here, and then we'll do the next section. Now we're going to do the next section. So what I do is just put alligator clips here, so I know I've done this section. This is cooling. I've sprayed a little bit of the Redken on that side, so we're gonna do that side. And then we do the next section. I usually have Oh, it just kind of depends, but usually I have 3 sections, just the baby hairs. So we'll do the next section, and I'm just gonna, again, just twist this up. An alligator clip. Okay, and we'll give a little spray. All right, next section. See, it's nice because it keeps, the alligator clip keeps it from mixing with what you've already done and becoming just so difficult. Okay, so again, same concept. There we go, we have the little, there it is there. I love the little curls. And I tend to do smaller curls closer to my face. I have a lot of hair, so I have to somehow kind of differentiate, like I have to have the pieces kind of separate, and that helps if I do smaller pieces. That way you can actually see the curls. Okay, so this, and then we'll do the next level. Okay, so let's go ahead and I finished my makeup. I did the rest of my makeup and let this just cool. So we're gonna do the very top, the last part, and I'm just gonna let it kind of fall where it wants to fall, let it part where it wants to part. And there we go. All right, so again, the Paul Mitchell, we're gonna just a little bit there. Done with that. The other thing I'm gonna put in at this point, because I'm gonna want this flat and then this a little curl, is I am gonna use the E-Salon Shine Silk. So I'm gonna put just a little bit. It's just a nice liquidy consistency. And I just want this part to be nice and smooth and shiny, and I'm also gonna put a little on my ends. I'm just gonna squeeze, nothing more. And then let's go ahead and do the top. Let me put this on. And so I always say these two are the hardest two. The ones closest, the shortest, and closest to my face. And this one's easier than the other one. Here we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to remove the little clip because we only have a little bit of hair left to do. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wet brush, and I really want the top smooth, so I am just going to brush the very top pieces. These ones are much thinner because we're up at the top, which is exactly what I want. So cute. Now I'm gonna go back with that alligator clip to clip this one in place. I'm actually gonna clip from the bottom up just to help give it a little bit of a lift. So now we're gonna do the same thing on this side, and there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish this up and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're coming to the end. So last thing, remove the alligator clips. And then I smooth this part down. This is just what I do, you guys, for my hair. Now, these ones in the front, I just play with until, because I don't like a lot of things in my hair. The other thing is I'm gonna go underneath and I'm just gonna give a little shake. Not too much because I got a lot of hair, you guys. And I would have a bunch of, it would just grow. Little final touches blend into the rest of my hair. And then I'm gonna turn you because that way I'm looking in the mirror here. And then I kind of just look to see if there's any really thick pieces that kind of need to be thinned out. And by thinned out, I literally just mean, I'll just take a really small piece like this, and then I'll just, let's show you what I mean, and just give it a little more detail. And it doesn't take long. See, and then it just pulls out a little bit, and then it just adds a little bit more dimension. So that's what I do, is like I kind of go through and do the little, especially in the front, is take little pieces and just super small pieces. Doesn't take very long, 5 seconds to leave it on here, and then just let it fall, and then just kind of add a little bit of dimension, keeping this part flat. All right, let me see where we're at here. I'm gonna look this way. Okay, it's looking pretty good. That one little piece is gonna drive me crazy. And then nice and flat. And then one last little, that's it. This is, okay, now this is where you can do you. You know, sometimes I will shake underneath for sure. And then I'll do a little separation at the bottom. And then it's a matter of sort of just fixing the front and having this part smoothed down. So if I need a little bit more of the little shining silk from E Salon, I'll put that up on top. It gives it a nice shine, keeps those baby hairs in check, and then kind of just run it through and separate the ends. And this is what we end up with. So this is what I do. A lot of times I will also pull the majority of my hair to one side and tuck a portion of this under my ear, like so, and I will sport it like this. So it's a little bit short, well, it's a lot shorter, a little shorter here, a little bit longer here. I sometimes, because this side gives me a little bit of trouble, I'll just tuck a little behind my ear. And there we have it. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of how I get beachy waves with a curling wand. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.